about the USA? Do you know about the government? Can you tell me about the Constitution? Hey, learn about the USA. In 1787, I'm told our founding fathers did agree to write a list of principles for keeping people free. The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country, and so our people spelled it out, the things that we should be. And they put those principles down on paper and called it the Constitution. And it's been helping us run our country ever since then. The first part of the Constitution is called the Preamble and tells what those founding fathers set out to do. We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare at hand, secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
One in 9 people struggle with hunger each day.
What can you do as a kid? Kids can make a difference in their community.
Here's what we did. You can do it too.
Free farmers market each month for families in our community. That was me 2 years ago. This was true 2 years ago, and food insecurities in our community are still a concern today.
What can you do to help our community in the CSD Farmers Market?
We are going to challenge each team to collect food throughout the month of October for the November market.
This is the Thanksgiving Team Challenge.
Each team will try to collect 175 of each item.
Each team that reaches the 175 goal will receive a soft pretzel party.
The team with the most collected items will get a secret grand prize.
Yay!
Here is what
We're asking you to donate.
6 red stingrays turkey gravy, jar or packet.
6 black stuffing.
7 red marlins cranberry sauce. 7 black orcas canned vegetables. 8 red turtles cornbread mix. 8 black barracudas instant mashed potatoes.
Bonus, if you bring in a full bag of groceries, Thanksgiving in a bag, everything is listed. 1 point per item,
10 points per bag.
the boxes are outside of the upper office.
Our community can do it, so can you.
Good morning, Klinger. Welcome to KTV. I'm Danny.
And I'm Carly.
Today is Friday, November 3rd, 2023. It is World Jellyfish Day. It is a day 2, half-day PM schedule.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Klinger Equity Pledge. I pledge to treat everyone as they would like to be treated. I'll be accepting of all people and show them kindness and respect. I pledge to learn others' stories and develop an appreciation for their uniqueness. I am an amazing individual and wish myself with kindness and positivity. Thank you. You may be seated. The Builders Club will hold our next meeting on Wednesday, November 8th from 2:45 to 4:15. Please meet in room 16. All new members are welcome.
Attention all ski and snowboarders. Are you interested in hitting the slopes with the Klinger Ski and Snowboard Club this season? Any 6th, 7th, or 8th graders may join, but spots are limited. The club will be traveling to Bear Creek Ski Resort 3 times this winter. There is a cost to join the club. Use the QR code to sign up outside rooms 16 and 35L. Any questions, please see Mr. Facenda in room 35L.
The next meeting of the Garden Club will be Monday, November 6th. It is a work day and is limited to 8 members. Please report to room 35 after school.
Builders Club extended the fundraiser for WAGs until Friday. Please drop off all donations to room 16. Thank you for your support.
Now to Nicoletta with today's sports news.
Thank you. Attention all 7th and 8th grade boys and girls interested in wrestling. Please sign up using the QR code found throughout the school or see Mr. Scanzella. Our first team meeting will be held on November 6th at 3 o'clock in the gym. No experience is needed to join our squad. That was today's sports news. Now back to you.
Thank you. Here's to Evie with today's lunch report.
Thank you. Today is a half day, so lunch will not be served. Monday we will be having chicken patty or chicken nuggets with a breadstick. That's today's lunch report. Now back to you.
Thank you. Now to Ezra with today's Klinger birthdays.
Thank you. Happy Klinger birthday to Mario Alameda Lopez, Amber Beach, Maddie Drexel, and Braden Zenzer. Happy Klinger weekend birthday to Jacob Colonna, Ryan Kelly, Lauren Lee, Jules Lynch, Meredith Moore, Mark Carver, and Nadia Martiniuk. That's today's birthdays. Now back to you.
Thank you. Please don't turn off KTV. We have a very special treat for you. Please stay tuned.
When we left Isabel, she was on the promenade playing the trumpet. Suddenly, she heard the sound of breaking glass.
Isabel, Havana, Cuba, 1994. Isabel opened her eyes and lowered the trumpet from her lips. She was sure she had just heard the sound of breaking glass. But cars and bicycles kept streaming by under the bright sun on the Malecon like nothing had happened. Isabel shook her head, convinced she was hearing things, and put her lips back to her trumpet. Then suddenly, a woman screamed. A pistol fired. Pack, and the world went crazy. People rushed out on the side streets, hundreds of them. They were men, mostly, many of them shirtless in the 100-degree August heat. Their white and brown and black backs glistening in the sun. They yelled and chanted. They threw rocks and bottles. They spilled into the streets, and the few policemen on the Malecon were quickly overwhelmed. Isabel saw the glass window of a general store shatter, and men and women climbed inside to steal shoes and toilet paper and bath soap. An alarm rang. Smoke rose from behind an apartment building. Havana was rioting, and her father and grandfather were somewhere right in the middle of it. Some people fled from the chaos, but more people raced toward it, and Isabel ran with them. Car horns beeped. Bicycles swung around and pedaled back. People were as thick on the ground as sugarcane. Isabel weaved in and out among them, her trumpet tucked under one arm, looking for Pappy and Lito.
Freedom! 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 Out Castro! Enough is enough! Down! Down with Fidel! Down with Fidel!
Isabel couldn't believe what she was hearing. People caught criticizing Fidel Castro were thrown into jail and never heard from again. But now the streets were full of people yelling.
Papi! Lito!
Her grandfather's name was Mariano, but Isabel called him Lito, short for Abuelito, Grandpa. Rifles boomed and Isabel ducked. More police were arriving by motorcycle and military truck, and the protest was turning bloody. The rioters and police traded rocks and bullets, and a man with a bloody head staggered past Isabel. She reeled in horror. A hand grabbed her, making her jump, and she spun around. Lito, she threw herself into her grandfather's arms.
Thank God you're safe. Where's Papi? I don't know. We were together when it started. I have to find him. Chabela!
Isabel thrust her trumpet into his arms. He used her childhood nickname like he always did.
Chabela! No, wait!
Isabel ignored him. She had to find her father. If he was caught again by the police, he'd be sent back out to prison. And this time, they might not let him out. Isabel dodged through the crowds, trying to stay away from where the police had formed a line.
Bobby! Bobby!
But she was too short and there were too many people. High above her, Isabel saw people climbing out onto the big electric sign hanging from the side of a tourist hotel, and it gave her an idea. She worked her way to one of the cars stuck in the riot, an old American Chevy with chrome tail fins still around from before the Revolution in the 1950s. She climbed up the bumper and onto the hood. The man behind the steering wheel honked his horn and took the cigar out of his mouth to yell at her.
Chabella! Chabella, get down from there!
Isabel ignored them both and turned this way and that, calling out for her father. There, she saw her pappy just as he reared back and threw a bottle that smashed into the line of police along the seawall. It was the last straw for the police. At a command from their leader, they pushed forward into the crowd, arresting rioters and hitting them with wooden batons. In all the turmoil, a policeman caught up with her father, and grabbed him by the arm.
No!
She leaped down off the hood of the car and pushed her way through the pandemonium. When she got to her pappy, she was balled up on the ground, and the policeman was beating him with his nightstick. The policeman raised his truncheon to hit her father again, and Isabel jumped in between them.
No! Don't! Please!
The policeman's eyes flashed from anger to surprise, and then back to anger. He reared back to hit Isabel, and she flinched, but the blow never came. Another policeman had caught his arm. Isabel blinked. She recognized the new policeman. He was Luis Castillo, Ivan's older brother.
What do you think you're doing?
Luis didn't have time to answer. A whistle blew. The police were being summoned elsewhere. The angry cop yanked his arm free from Luis and pointed his nightstick at Pappy.
I saw what you did. I'll find you again. When all this is... I'll find you and arrest you, and they'll send you away for good.
Luis pulled the angry policeman away, pausing just long enough to give Isabel a worried look over his shoulder. Luis didn't have to say anything. As her grandfather arrived and helped Isabel get her father to his feet, she understood. Pappy had to leave Cuba tonight.